Hi everyone, welcome back. Here we are again. So tonight I'm just going to say what it is we're here for. We're here mainly because we're the Casco Cat Community, and in this community we have a lot of feral cats that we feed and doctor and spay and neuter. But while we're showing the cats that we feed, we want to show you a lot of different things in the neighborhood that we live in here in Casco. So just stay tuned, because tonight we're just going to stroll through, see what cats we find, and wander into different interesting places and businesses and whatever else. So just hang out with us and see where we end up tonight. So, and of course, we always need your donations and subscriptions, so hit that subscribe button below. James, you got to put that in there.
I'll put that in there, Lee.
Put it in there, hit subscribe and follow us, and just hang out with us.
Well, I will tell you, peeps, it only took us about 10 minutes to be able to get that introductory to where we want it, but we're okay with it, and you did bloody amazing.
Oh, thanks, James.
So this is where we're going to start, guys. Actually, this is, and we're going to show this is a hotel that was built several years ago and opened. It's the Concordia Hotel. We've actually been there a couple of times when it opened. We haven't been there recently, but what we're going to do is we're going to try and go across the road here.
Without getting run over.
And an interesting point, and I'm going to talk about this, interesting point is you're going to see the change in the bricks. So where we are walking this evening is on Central. And
Avenida Central.
Avenida Central. And Central, hey, check this out. Avenida Central is the main artery into Casco Viejo, or
Yes.
out of Casco Viejo.
Or in, depending on which area you're coming from.
Oh, this is that new Chinese store, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's Oh My Bao.
Oh my bow, oh my
Yeah.
dear, we're going to go in and have a look.
All right, cool. Let's check it out.
So we said we wouldn't tell anyone what we're doing, but we're going to just bust in here. Hola.
Oh, I love the mural.
Hola, senor.
Look how bright and colorful.
Yeah, this is pretty cool spot, isn't it? Could you wave? Oh, look at that. So give us a snapshot on this then, Leah.
So a little Asian street food restaurant, cafe, great for lunches. They have specials every day and a wide variety of menus, from Chinese to the Korean barbecue, and everyone that I hear really enjoys coming here for lunch. And
All right, and if someone said, really, why is there a Chinese restaurant in Casco? It's because of
the community, I don't.
because they helped build the canal.
Yes, we did that last time.
Well, I know, but this is for new audience, Leanne. It's not like everyone.
You mean we have new people chiming in every time?
Yes, we do.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so for the new ones, we have a large population of Chinese and Asians here because they came many, many, many years ago to help build the canal.
So if you come to Casco Viejo and you're wanting some
I can't
Chinese
get out the
food,
door.
we'll maybe turn the handle. Oh, good. This is going to be on the film here, right?
No, I can't.
Oh, okay. There we go. Gracias.
Thanks.
Okay. Well, as we mentioned.
I thought maybe you got in and you couldn't get out, so you had to stay for a while. Maybe you had to buy something and then you got a password to get out the door.
Well, I'm going to walk in the middle of the street because I think I can articulate a little bit.
Okay.
So, as we mentioned, this really, I know it originally was the main artery in, but now it's one of the arteries out. But why it was the main artery in is because when they actually built Casco Viejo, and we're going to come down to the Merced, this would be the main entrance. And I really do think, from the meetings that I've sat in and working in tourism now, I actually believe this will one day be the main entrance into Casco Viejo.
All right.
Another thing we may want to talk about, because you're going to hear it, we walked onto the red bricks, and the red bricks is kind of an indication, if you're a tourist, you really most probably don't want to go any further outside when you're in Casco Viejo than you do with the red bricks. And now, if you're a local, Leanne,
as a local, you kind of know what to watch for and where to pay attention and when to take off your jewelry and not carry your purse or put your backpack in the front. And that's when you're going into the neighboring community, which has a lot to offer, but you just have to be a lot more aware. And it is, like James says, kind of past the cobble streets.
And we'll do an episode. I know we keep on saying we're going to do an episode. Well, we got an episode a week, but we are going to do an episode where we'll go into Santa Ana. And it is the land of opportunity. Yeah,
there's a lot of growth going on there. And in the next few years, I think it will definitely be a new and different place. While we're standing in front of it, if you're coming to Casco and you're staying here, you have a little grocery store. So everything you need for basic food, medicine.
Staying in Airbnb?
Yeah, staying in an Airbnb. Come here, you can pick up everything you need. And have your refrigerator stocked for beverages, food, snacks, medicines, and cat food if you need cat food, because if you're staying in an Airbnb, you can feel free to join us feeding the cats one time.
All right, well, now you mentioned cats, let's see if we can find one.
All right, this is usually where Jackie is, but let's see if she's here today. Let's see. Jackie! She hasn't been super hungry the last few days because the guards here, I think, have been giving her food, but let's see if we can still make sure she's okay.
All right, well, I did touch on Central being the main artery in the Casco, and that is because of this church. This is the church Merced, and it was actually constructed in 1675.
Oh,
and
there
it's
she
the
is.
Originally, and if you come as a tourist, you're going to hear people talk about the walled city. Well, there was a wall that was put around, and the wall actually ran into this church. Oh, we found our first candidate tonight.
We found Jackie. Now, you're on film, so do not show your mean side. Do not show your mean side. Okay?
On her best behavior tonight.
Yeah. We don't want to record you being an attack cat. So, good. Do you want to see if Mushu's here first?
If you believe, yeah. Let's do it.
Let's see if she's here, and then we'll go back that way.
So talking about the church, this is unofficially the first church in Casco. There is another church. And so this is where the beginning of Casco Viejo originally started. Well, here we are, back in one of our favorites.
Our Plaza Herrera. Remember when we first started coming here that we wouldn't pass that corner over there?
Oh yeah, for sure, that corner over there.
That was our cutoff point. We wouldn't come this far because we didn't feel
safe.
Safe, yeah. We didn't feel safe to come this far. But look at it now. Look how clean and everybody just sitting and enjoying the beautiful evening.
Well, where those two people over around the corner, I remember hiding over in that corner in 2010 and saying, there's no way I'm coming out here.
Yeah, that
and
was
now
our
if you look, we've got, like we talked about before in our other episodes, is you've got the American Trade Hotel, which is institutional. And then look, you actually got people out here this evening that are doing photo shoots and things like this. Well, just like we are, I guess.
I know. Casco Viejo is one of the most popular film and photograph spot.
And then we're going to, this here is a conversation piece for every local.
Oh,
every community has a fable, and everyone has, oh, back then. Well, oh, back then, this started in like 2008, 2009. I think it's a 12-room hotel called Hotel Herrera.
Going to have a restaurant, right? A steak? Well, we don't know. We've heard all kinds of different things. Steak,
yeah, well, the trends have changed so much in the last 13 years.
I know.
We're still anticipating that when it opens, it will most probably have futuristic food.
Well, maybe, because it might be in another 30 years when it finally opens.
Yeah, or it could possibly be an AI restaurant. So then next to it, the other day, I thought you came home and you said, oh, there's a Starbucks sign on the new Starbucks restaurant.
Yeah, but look, it's not there. They've taken it off for some reason.
Well, I wonder why that was. Was it made out of any other material other than metal, wood, or
Glass?
glass?
I think it was metal, but maybe it
Oh.
was the wrong size because there are strict regulations for the signage that you can put here. They try to keep it authentic to the original, what the signage would be back in the original days of Casco Viejo. But
Well, we worked very hard at it.
yeah,
And then, okay, and we still got the coffee shop that opened a couple of months ago.
Uh-huh.
It's still here doing well. And this is an apartment. Would you say this is an apartment building? Or yeah, it looks
yeah,
like an apartment
it's
building
apartment.
for me.
They have some for rent. I don't know if they've done Airbnb or if they're actually doing long-term rentals. That's kind of a rare thing here now.
And what we're going to do, we're going to go down this way tonight. It's a little bit back street.
Okay.
And this restaurant is called
Patissima.
Patissima.
Yeah.
And we will go in there one night and we'll just go through and
It's small and cozy.
Oh, it's charming, isn't it? We
Very
used to go
charming.
in there.
Yeah, it's good. It's decent.
Well, this is just one of these little side streets.
Yep.
And-
And I noticed this new sign. Whoops. I noticed this new sign coming up, and I'm always intrigued by new things popping up. So we'll have to keep our eye on that and see what's happening. The
Well,
sign
this could be
says-
the new Casco Viejo Diamond Mart.
Well, okay.
It could be. I mean,
hey, anything's possible.
it certainly is. And then
Anything's
look at
possible.
this, Banamistamo. That's my bank right next door.
Yeah.
This is the parking lot that you could never park cars in. For some apparent reason, it's always full up.
There's actually activity going on over here. I never see anybody in and
There's
out
a
over
what?
here. Activity going this little space.
Oh, no way. You don't tell me it's a bloody dog park. Oh, what does this say? Check this out.
I'm not sure. Santa Teresa de Calcutta. I don't know. Oh, it looks like a little playground.
It certainly does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then if you look at the architecture of the staircase in the back, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We have a little nose in here. There's some kind of ruins here, isn't
Oh,
there?
yeah.
Oh, check this out.
Wow, James, they've never had this door open, so we've never gotten to explore in here.
So what do you think this is?
Well,
There's a story here, that's for sure.
let's make one up.
Yeah, let's come back at about 3 o'clock in the morning and see how that goes.
Yeah, it'll be a nice rave spot.
Yeah, I can remember raves when they first came out.
Yeah, but look, it would be pretty fun. You wouldn't want to get too messed up because you're going to fall and break your neck somewhere.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, though. I like to investigate ruins.
Ah, hold on, there's a sign right there. Well, that's just another informational sign, but I'm going to be quite honest about this. I don't think I've ever seen this. What does it say as a headline? Or is it in Spanish?
It's in Spanish.
Oh, that's good.
Baluarte San Jose in my really bad Spanish.
And do you know the name of this little road?
I do not know the name of this road.
I
To
have
me,
a-
it's the road that Casco Mar is on, so that's all I know. That's what I call it.
Yeah, exactly. It's not off the beaten path, but it's kind of off the beaten path, isn't it?
Well, it's the last street running this way before you head off into the water. In Casco. And this is the backside of the church with the golden altar. This one, yes?
Yes, it is. And they're actually loading in for a party tonight.
Oh, it looks like it.
Right next door
Music.
to it. It is one of the only churches I know that leases out a space next door to it that has a rockin' bloody
Like,
nightclub
full-on
every
party.
weekend, full on to about 4 in the morning, and they have 2 senior citizens collecting money for people to go in, and it just rocks. Now, this is one of our favorite restaurants, and I have been told by people that dine here, because they'd be a little bit prejudiced if I said this was the best restaurant in Casco Viejo.
Well, it's one of our favorites.
It
and
is totally one of our
People who give us
favorites.
all the feedback, they never have anything bad to say about Casco Bar.
And I will say this is the most consistent. It is one of the better restaurants in Panama. If you
Food and service.
and service, and it comes down to our young man here. But as always, we have to say that theatre, if you go to theatre during the daytime, it will look like the staging of a restaurant for nighttime. But let me tell you, in the evening time, if you was to come back here, and we will do an episode, we'll come back here, and it literally, you will get to understand why this is the #1 consistent restaurant in Panama.
And of course, one of my big heart things, why I love them so much, is not just because of their food and their great service and their friendly attitude, but take a look around. They are super cat friendly. Look at this one over here.
Yeah, and okay, so let's talk about this because
Wait, you're missing this one.
they do talk.
Look at him taking a nice little nap over here.
And people go, well, you're favoring them because they help with the Casco Cat community.
Well, it does make them big in my.
Does, but let me just talk about that. But we only hang around really nice people that do really nice things.
Yes.
And so when you put the two together, it
like
only
bonus
makes
marks.
sense that if they're friends of ours, they're going to be friends of the cats, and we're friends of the restaurant.
And friends of the dogs.
See you. Check this big guy out.
Hey, Bubby. Come here, Sweetie. This is not on our normal food route, but James, there's a car coming behind you, babe. Come here, bud.
Look at that.
Look.
Oh my heavens. Leanne is always a happy person when cats come up and say hello.
Yeah. Come on. It's okay. They come out of that little hole right there.
Yeah, I seen that. That's great.
All right, well, I'm not going to tease you guys. I'm going to actually give you something. Here you go. Here you go.
What a nice evening.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Hey, how are you? Look at this. You.
We're watching your transmission right here.
Oh, well, thank you very much. It's good to see you. How are you?
Very good. Missing you guys every day.
Well, we'll be in shortly because, oh, that's right.
How's it going? Good. Hey, James, we haven't even talked about this building here. It's a really big building. It's a little bit more modern than a lot of the colonial buildings here. And I think that what you read about this side of Casco is this side used to be the more commercial industrial side, and that over there was more the housing.
Well, that's it. When you come to Casco, if you come over to this side, it's going to be industrial for sure, because you got the sea, the port was on this side.
And the buildings are newer. They're not colonial style. The architecture's all newer. And
so do you know what this one was?
This one was originally the Star and Herald, the first newspaper of Panama. And I always like to, maybe you can show it because it's still, it's no longer that, it's apartments and people live in it. But they kept the original grand staircase in the entry here, which I always think is pretty.
I think we can get the gist of it there.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we'll have one of our friends let us in, because I know that we know several people that live there.
In the buildings.
And then this beautiful house.
This is a private residence.
And it's been pristine. I think it's been pristine like this. Well, actually, before we even moved to Casco.
Since 2008, when we first came here, it's always been pristine. But they've lived in it continuously. I don't think it was ever one that was really abandoned and gone to disrepair. So.
Well, and if you can see the views from their windows.
I would love to see the views from the windows.
Because it's set on the water. It's absolutely magic.
And then our beautiful Italian friend, Miss Manuela, who used to own Cafe Perdue, the first and oldest pizza cafe here in Casco Viejo. This is her old apartment. Now we have a big parking lot.
Yeah, now we have a...
This is kind of where people who live here pay monthly to keep their car, to have a continuous parking spot. Because parking is a little tricky here.
$25 for 4 hours.
Whoa.
Oh my heavens.
Whoa.
Wow.
And we have to pay homage to this corrugated metal, because this was not always corrugated metal. It was once a house, and this beautiful lady who lived here, her name is Rosa, and she was the original Casco Cat lady. And she, for years and years and years, took care of them, and she kind of let her house become their house, and they would be in and out and all over the place. But they've decided to remodel it, and you can tell it's got some beautiful greenery growing out of it now.
Well, I'm looking at the building behind you, because they've got the steel up there, like they have the steel going around this one.
Yeah.
And that only means that this building right here, that resembled those two buildings there, this is how they'll be in the next couple of years.
Yep. Anyway, thanks, Miss Rosa, for caring for the cats.
So here's an interesting little setup. Hola, senor. I got to believe that's going to be an Airbnb.
It looks very hotel-y, motel-y.
So now I'm going to talk about this because I'd also read, when I was reading up on the history of Casco Viejo, and I think there was a total of, I don't know if it was 68 or 69 original homes, but if you look at the distance of that, the narrowness of that home.
This little guy right here?
Yeah, there's something similar. I mean, they have narrow houses in New York and a lot of cities, but they would call the breadth of this a loom.
A loom?
A loom.
L-O-O-M?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
And if you're watching this and you're going to jump on Google now just to go, okay, let me see what that really is, then please leave it in the comments. But this is a little side street, and I'm not sure if we've been down here. This is K&B Realtors. I believe they're a Spanish company, aren't they, Leanne?
That sounds right, yes.
And they've come into our community. And then we have another little...
the little Baloo Cafe. And it's like they're tied together here.
Oh, look at this.
Isn't it cute? I think
Can you
it's
open
so
the
cute.
door? Is it open?
Yeah. Let's peek in.
Oh,
Look
wow,
how cute.
look at this.
Isn't it cute?
Yeah, it's really cute.
Hello.
Hi there.
Oh,
Oh, wow, check this out.
I think they've done a really good job of just making it cute and
We've seen this here for a while, haven't we?
yeah, smells good. Makes me want to
Smells
come back
fabulous.
and eat. Look, they have empanadas and flan and some desserts, tres leches, lemon pie. Mmm.
Is
Yeah.
this called Dog something?
Huh?
Is it the name of this restaurant called Dog?
No, I think it's the Baloo Cafe.
Oh, okay.
And the other side is part of it too. This one over here. Go this way
okay.
so you can see the other side. Because they kind of, it's fun because that side is all white and this one side is all the
Is it
black
open?
with the chalkboard. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's like the other side.
Get out of here. This is black, that is white.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's really
So
cute.
do you think they're inspired by that fashion line black and white? Oh, wow, look at this.
No.
Look, stand right here.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
You
my
wanna
heavens.
Get the perspective.
Look at that. That is
So
super cool.
This one's like the little coffee shop part. And then the other side is the little cafe part.
Wow, and you know, I'm very embarrassed to say that we haven't been here.
This is a place that Chris and Eduardo keep asking us if we tried, and I keep saying, no, we need to come try it. So we need to come try it.
And the name of it is?
Baloo Cafe.
Baloo Cafe.
Baloo Cafe. Yeah, I know, that is a trip.
Super, super cool.
And actually feels good in there. Cool, literally.
Well,
I want to
don't
come
wanna
back to it.
Okay, so I don't want to sound facetious. We do eat out a lot, but I have to tell you, I think there's over 60 cafes and restaurants in Casco Viejo, and that's a small footprint. Now, we've talked about...
Have we been in Kai with our friends on YouTube?
Hola. Bien, gracias.
Have we been in before?
No, let's go. Oh, look, there's a kitty cat on the top of the...
I know.
car.
Just chilling.
So, let's just do it. Screw it,
Okay,
come on.
so Inkai is a Peruvian-Japanese blend of cuisine. So let's just give it a quick tour real fast.
And if they throw us out, they throw us out. But we've eaten in here a few times, so...
And the food is good.
Yeah, food is absolutely
good.
excellent, isn't it?
You can see the Peruvian influence from the textiles on the ceiling and on the seats and the cushions.
Yeah,
And they
it
have-
really is absolutely a nice, serene space.
And they have a little courtyard. Just
I'm totally doing what I do.
Oh, look, they have the sports. You can come
Yeah,
watch
they do.
sports here.
Why I'm laughing is being in the restaurant and the hotel business, the one thing we frown upon
Is
is
people
cameras.
doing what we're doing?
Is totally busting in with cameras. But this is, as they say, this is Panama. Hola, senor.
Hola. Ciao.
And maybe I'm just loosening up in my old age.
Oh, That would be something to.
No, that could be it.
That could be something to look
It totally
for.
could be it because, I mean, I started in the
Maybe
hotel.
the world has loosened up.
Yeah,
too,
and I
you know?
started in the luxury space.
You're all suits and ties and button-up jackets and.
Yeah, but I started in the luxury space in the 80s, and I've only really ever worked in the luxury space. There's a couple of mishaps I've had along the way in my career. So the expectation levels and discretion for a lot of the patrons that you have, you just don't go walking in places with cameras.
Yeah, well.
But as we said this evening,
There's, you used to go to concerts and they would say no cameras allowed until everybody had a cell phone, and there's no patrolling that, policing that, so you just film whatever you want to.
well, yeah, but there's something I've had to learn, like Burning Man.
Yeah.
So you can't go to Burning Man with your drone because they have a brigade.
Say drone.
No, but I'm just saying with drones. People take drones to Burning Man, which I think is not a bad thing. But you can't take a drone there. They got drone police.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
'cause
I could see that, but
They don't want
phones.
you, they do not want you just going in there and get free footage.
Well, yeah, that's very.
All right.
All right, so we need to feed cats.
All right, Leanne, you're just going right by it.
What, the Artisan?
Yeah, I was going to walk in there and
I
have a
thought you were
look.
going. I thought you were going into the car place.
No, we can go into the car place as well if you
okay.
want.
Well, let's go take a look at the
How do you say
Artisan.
this? I have no idea.
Give it a go, James. Come on, give it a go.
No.
It's a little artisan alley. That's what we can call it. Whether what its official name is, I don't know, but it's artisan alley. So
Well,
a
in
lot
other
of them are-
episodes, you've seen us go past hat shops, and last week we featured the Panamanian hats. So if you haven't seen it, go back to our last video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit like, and leave comments.
subscribe.
Oh, good on you, Leanne. That's good. We don't want to go down. Look
Hola.
at this.
Hola, gracias. Ah, gracias. Muy bonito. Oh, wow. It's. Hola. Oh, I never knew it went out to the other side. Sí, ajá, comida. Bien. Bien, bien.
So it goes out onto A Street.
Yep. That's what we're out doing, feeding and showing our neighborhood.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's go all the way through.
Yeah, it goes all the way through. I didn't know that.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Everybody, it's different price.
Look at that.
Very
Fabulous.
nice.
It's different.
Yeah, it is different. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's-
Original, not China.
Not China.
No, yeah.
That's
Panama.
very special.
It's price-
You make.
Yeah.
You make.
Colombia.
Colombia, but
Yep.
you make.
Yes.
Yeah, all the wire wrapping and the
This
beads.
everybody handmade.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Okay?
Oh, this does look super. I didn't know this.
I didn't know it wrapped around. This is my,
Well, then-
my first time to experience the alleyway that I never knew it went all the way through. Wow, look at all this
Hola.
beading.
When it's not just, or
All
should I
that
say,
beading.
buenas tardes. Tardes. So did you? Well, I bet our audience doesn't know that. So buenos dias is until 11 in the morning.
Buenos dias, good morning, yeah.
Buenas tardes is 11 to 7,
In the evening, okay.
and buenas noches is
After 7, good night.
exactly.
So while we're at the market, let's just pop in next door and check out Casa Cathedral.
I don't know. Will they let us? We're just going to crash in there.
Hola. Gracias. We're just going to look through.
Hola.
This
Oh, my
is
heavens.
a restaurant and a museum. So you can see old things like, look, check out the old jukebox. I remember those.
Wow. And what is the name of?
Casa Cathedral.
Oh my heavens! They've done a great job here as well, haven't they? So the wonderful thing is,
Hi.
oh, everyone's getting ready for this evening.
Getting ready for the big crowd.
Wow. Leanne, you know, since the opening of the two hotels,
Yeah.
La Compagnia and the Sofitel Legend,
Yes.
and then with the American Trade igniting and the Central Hotel,
Yes.
it's ignited everything. And I actually feel like I'm on vacation because I feel embarrassed. We haven't been here yet
I know,
either.
we need to come eat. Well, we did come here when it first opened, remember? But they just moved in all these really old cars out of nowhere. And then they added more to it, and they've created it more a restaurant atmosphere around the old things.
And I've
Yeah, now you get it. Now you get it. I mean,
We
they've,
hadn't played tourist before.
well, no. But our tourist friends came here and they enjoyed it. They came back numerous times, so. Oh, tell the story of the Thunderbird, James.
Oh, now this is a story that not many people know. So when I lived in the Palm Springs area, and I had a lot of friends, and I went over to visit a good friend of mine who was the chef at Thunderbird Country Club. And when we were touring,
And where's that?
It's in Rancho Mirage, California.
Okay.
I lived there about 25 years. I had a restaurant and I worked in several different hotels there. So I was over visiting.
Now back to the car.
No, when I was over visiting the chef, and as I was walking out, there was a plaque on the wall of Thunderbird Country Club.
Yeah.
And it was the car. And I said, John Pierre, what is this? And he said, James, you're not going to believe this, but the Thunderbird car was named after Thunderbird Country Club.
So you would have thought it was the other way around.
Exactly. So what they did is Ford Motor Company had sent a letter. They had sent a letter to Thunderbird Country Club asking them if they could use the name. And no one really knows this little nugget, but if you go in and you do your research, you're going to see that this is a true story. Now, for the people watching this episode, if you do not think this is legit, then you prove me wrong and leave it in the comments. But that is totally the story. How cool is that, huh?
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, I've driven this car. Not this one, but I've driven one like
Have you driven this one? Or not this one, but this
no, but
model?
I don't know. What is it? Is it American?
Yeah, of course.
I tell you, when I used to work at Ingleside Inn in the 80s, I used to use a Rolls Royce to deliver food to the apartments that were just down the road. And
Weren't
every
you cool?
morning I would deliver a room service to the annex.
So this says it's a 1929 DeSoto Chrysler.
All right, so what music's going on in the background?
1980s.
And who is this?
This is Pet Shop
It
Boys.
is totally the Pet Shop Boys.
Another jukebox.
Wow, look at this.
All right, so let's stop disturbing them in their restaurant and get out of here. But it's a super cool place, and we need to try it because I also hear they have brunch.
Oh, they do have brunch.
Yeah, I've seen photos of some of the brunch dishes, and I actually would like to come for brunch. I'm a brunch lover.
And we go out for brunch. We go to Massa, we go to the Sofitel. We
Yes.
Go to the Hollow.
Yes,
To name a few.
I
So if you are
like them.
considering coming to Casco Viejo as a tourist,
Check this place out because it looks super fun.
thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
If you are coming to Casco, I'm going to tell you, this is an emerging tourist destination,
For sure.
and
100%. There's never going to be a lack of things to do for food and entertainment here, for sure. And some of the easiest, simplest thing is just to walk around in the evenings like this and enjoy the breeze and see the neighborhood, see the architecture, see the people.
if you want loud music, rock and roll brunch,
You can do that.
Santa.
Well, you can do that. Yeah, that's true. Hola, hola, ¿cómo estás? So shall we see if we can find some cats over here?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Hola, señor.
Hola, hola, ¿cómo estás? Hey.
Hola, señor.
Let's go see how many we have at Luke's. I actually see them out over here already looking for food because we're later than normal.
Oh, and I'm going to jump on a bunch of food in about 10 minutes.
Well then, let's get these cats fed. Bubba's! Oh, hello! Hello, monkeys! Hello, my babies! Hiya! Hi, Bob! Oh, we got Bob and Cheeky and Iris And Blackie 1 and Blackie 2. Oh, here comes Luke hobbling over, and there's baby Chiquita. I call this one Amber because look at his beautiful amber eyes. Hey, hey, hey. Calm down. Calm down. Let's get some food going here. Hey, hey, you're getting fussy.
Oh, we're starting a little cat circus here.
We're getting fussy. Here, Iris, put this down, but I know you won't eat it because you're going to follow me around. And get my favorite Lukey on here. Lukey, Lukey. Lukey, Lukey's been with us for, we're thinking he's been here, I guess he's like 4 or 5, maybe a little older, but somewhere along the way, Luke ended up with an injury that broke his leg in a few places. And you will see him hobbling around.
And how long has he been hobbling?
As long as I've known about him.
Yeah, so that's kind of the thing. So if you do see pets on the street and you do have a pet, the general consensus is, well, we need to end his life or end her life. And sometimes that's not the case here.
No, because they actually do adapt. And to be in full honesty, we captured Luke one time, trapped him, and took him into the vet and had him x-rayed and really looked at the situation, and the only option was, because it had been broken up here, which had healed, and then this part is loose and it just moves around. But he uses that foot. I've seen him. He cleans his face with it, he scratches with it, and he uses it for balance. So he was at an age when we finally got him trapped that to take his arm off there would have made him have to readjust his whole existence. And on the street, that's not a cool thing to do. So
sometimes when it comes to...
So the decision was made to just leave him as he is because he does quite well and he has a very good life.
Well, some animals, when they break their legs, they kind of want to end their life because I think it's more of a hindrance to the people that own the animal rather than it is to the animal. Because I'm sure if the animal could speak English and had a broken leg, I think he would most probably say, I think I'm okay with a broken leg.
Yeah, I mean, we are adaptive creatures. Humans and animals are very adaptive.
Well, it is 2023.
Yeah. Now, I would like somebody to make a little special orthopedic, a little orthopedic leg.
3D printer.
Yeah, I would like, but you would have to really catch him, and he's a little bit shy. So I don't want to torture him with that. So, where'd he go?
All right, so we good?
Almost. I'm gonna give Luke more because he needs the extra calories. Iris, you're so funny.
Oh, look who's walking with a baby.
Oh, who's walking with the baby?
It's a lovely
No photos.
show.
No photos, please.
Photos. Oh, well, that's just a shame.
That's too bad.
Viejo.
Too bad, so sad.
Oh, say that again, Leanne.
Too bad, so sad.
I'm sure that's how you feel every day. Wow, look at all these cats.
I know.
8 here?
Yeah,
There's
there's 8.
1,
Leanne's thinking
2,
about
3,
starting a circus of cats and
4,
turning it
5,
into-
6, 7, 8, 9 right now.
Well, actually, let's look at this. Because if you look at this, you could actually put curtains on the side of it. You could really
I want to do the trapeze.
We need a spotlight. Can you get a spotlight to fly from your drone?
Oh, I think we can get a spotlight to put in there.
That would
I
really
think we can do cat shows on a nightly basis, yeah.
But I want a trapeze. Not attached to that because that won't be a stable one. In fact, I take my life in my hands every night.
Trapeze, we don't need to talk about trapeze, Leanne.
What's wrong with the trapeze?
Nothing's wrong with a trapeze at all.
I didn't say bedroom swing. I said a trapeze.
Well, I've worked in enough hotels where they have people come out at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and start dancing around, and I'm going, okay, what are they doing? And they said, well, we do this every night, James, at 5 p.m. So we literally could do
A cat show? Well, what do you think we're doing?
Yeah, looks like a cat.
Looks like a cat show to me.
but we don't have any patrons.
Oh, well,
So how
Yeah.
do we do all of this, Leanne?
with your help.
And how can they help you?
Subscribe.
Musical accompaniment.
Yeah. James adds that later.
Yeah, I put put some music in.
Yeah, there's music
And
added.
if they'd like to donate, if they'd like to learn more about the Casco Cat community, they can.
Go to the website, www.cascocatcommunity.org. You can check us out on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and of course this lovely YouTube channel. And if you want to subscribe, that always helps us out. If you want to donate, hey, I go through a lot of cat food. This is just a few, and I feed like 35 every day.
Well, it
So
would be nice, and you can use PayPal, and you can also use credit cards.
yeah,
We don't want to discriminate people that only use plastic.
no,
And
well,
if you're walking around in
who
Casco,
carries cash?
And then if you're walking around Casco Cat,
Baby. Yep.